Hi everyone, welcome. In this video we are going to be looking at how to add your picture or whatever you call it, brand logo, to your plots in Python. So the first thing we should do is to import Matplotlib by plot. Then we are going to plot the data, our data. So I decided to use line plots in this example, but you can use any kind. So I'm plotting two functions. One is x plus 3, then x squared. So x is a value between 0 and 9. Then the next thing is like reading the image I'll be using as my logo. So to read an image, you use imRead function in. So this image is converted into an numpy array. When I print it, you see this is the output, but there is a way to display the image instead of just getting the array. So we do that using IamShow. So when I run this, I get my image plotted. Let us look at how we add this to our plot. Yes, so the first function we are using is imgread. So with imgread, the function has like many arguments, but the ones we are interested in are like the x, the image data, then x and y, the offsets, then alpha. So alpha is the blending value, or the value that helps us to make the image transparent and not hide other features. Then the Z order, this helps to overlay the image. Yeah, when we print, we see that our image is plotted, and yeah. So when I try to change maybe the Z value to -1, this goes to the background. Yeah, so this is how fake image works. You create a figure, then a subplot, then you plot, then fig image, you add the logo, the x offset, then the y offset, then alpha, then the z value, then show. Then we can also add image to our plot using AnnotationBbox. So with this, we first add the image using like offset. So we add the image there, our logo image, then we zoom it. This is like the scale. Then we add the offset, the x and y offset. When I plot this, you see that yeah, it's offset. So this x value, this is the value of the midpoint of the image. So here we have 6, so our image on the x-axis is 6. Then this is 40, so its positioning here, its midpoint is at 40. Yeah. So let us look at scaling. So, like here we are having the images, but they're so big, they're covering and distracting. Yet the key thing we are interested in is to pass on the information. The logo is just there to add our feel, but it's not the focus of the plots. So that's why there is need for scaling and positioning the image. So with fig image, I usually just use a function, I write a function to scale the image. So this is my function that scales the image. Then another function called watermark that reads the image, then scales it, then plots it. So I create the function because I want the code to be reusable. I don't want to keep writing this at every point. So when I come to Oh, let me first go back. Yes, so here we have like the number of rows, like how we want to scale our image in terms of rows and columns, or length and width. So here is the 100 by 100, and I plotted this. I created the image here. Its Z value is 1, its alpha is 0.5. I have the X and Y offsets, so these ones are going to be input while here, and the plot object is also going to just be called here. So yeah, when I come to my plot, I just call watermark, and oh, I didn't define it up, sorry. Yeah, so let me first run the functions. So yeah, when I run this, you see that my image is scaled and it's at the corner. This is like less destruction compared to this, but you can play around with it and maybe make it smaller, position it here or anywhere you feel like. Then we can do, like, if you've used AnnotationBbox, it's easy to scale because you're just going to change the zoom value, then change maybe the positioning here. So at first our zoom value was like 1, but when we change it to, yeah, it was 1. When we change it to 0.2, then it will be smaller. Like if I change it to like maybe 7, then it will be larger. So for my case, 2 is the ideal value. Then this is the positioning on the X and Y. I can maybe change it to 1. Yeah, you can play around with the values and set it to a position you're convenient with, you prefer. Yeah, another thing you can do when it comes to positioning and scaling, you can use another subplot. For example, if I'm using maybe a bar graph and I have like multiple line plots, I might not have space here to add the logo, or it might be distracting. So what you can do is create another subplot like so, and add your image on the subplot. Let us run this and see what we get. So you see here my plot is clean and my image is down. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to leave a link to a post that explains this, and it has the same code, so be sure to check it out. Thank you. Bye.